All right. We're recording. We are live. Wow. First and foremost, you guys, this is a strictly training call. This is not an opportunity call, so we can kind of relax a little bit. We worked our butts off all week, and what a great reward that a lot of us saw on Saturday. I actually had to take a screenshot and send it to my upline sponsor. I was like, is this real? Is this calculation right? She was like, absolutely. I was like, guys, it's time to take this business serious. And I'm saying that loosely. We got a lot to cover over today. Like we do this every Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The call is being recorded for some of those that can't make it. But as you guys can see, the pattern that Joel and I are doing is we're being consistent here. And when we're being consistent, results are starting to happen. We're keeping this as simple as possible. We're not complicating anything. We're keeping it simple for you guys to be able to go out there and feel comfortable promoting your business. So with that being said, Joel, bro, I am like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to pull me back down from these clouds, bro, because it's awful cushy up here. It's nice, and I'm just loving it right now. I'm having so much fun, and I love these training calls. Each week that I see your trainings and I see what we're putting together, I'm learning something different, and I think that just goes to show you that what you've put together is working. When we're seeing something and we're learning something new each week, and that's huge. That's absolutely huge. So, you tell me what to do, brother, and I'll bring up the slides, and we can do whatever we want.
Absolutely. I mean, we could jump right into it. You know, again, giving you a shout out, Scott.
Yep.
You know, your servant leadership is extremely appreciated. And just as much as you're learning off of me, you better believe I'm learning off of you. So I want to welcome everybody to today's call. The training call is the same. You know, we put together a system that's fairly simple. It requires a little effort on your part, but the beautiful thing about it is we leverage this network, we leverage this system, and all you guys have to do is learn how to invite people to these launch calls, to your launch call, and let Scott and I do the heavy lifting. So let's just jump right into the boot camp, folks. For those of you guys that are joining us for the first time, this boot camp is designed to do two things. One is teaches you practical steps to implement immediately upon joining so that you can become binary qualified, which activates your weekly residual bonus. And then the second part of this training is based upon what to do after you guys become binary qualified. Because as Scott mentioned, many of us that are on this call today have gotten a pay raise, you know, as a result of the production that you've done and the fact that you've helped your team become binary qualified. So let's jump right into it, folks. This is the MTI Binary Qualified Boot Camp. And as I mentioned before, this is simply teaching you step-by-step, practical steps. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet Earth. You can apply this and achieve similar results. So it's how to become BQ, which is short for binary qualified, within your first 24 to 72 hours, activating the weekly residual bonus. And then the second part of this training is how to continue building after you become binary qualified. And we have an amazing rinse and repeat system that, in my opinion, has been the strongest duplicatable system in my personal career and in my MTI business. Keep going. Before we get into it, we have to ask ourselves these powerful questions. The first one is the mindset. It's your reason why. I say it all the time, and we'll mention it here in the slides. If your why doesn't make you cry, it's simply not big enough. You know, financial freedom, it sounds really good, and it is really good, but it requires a certain level of commitment and you doing more than what you've done before, and it starts with the mindset. Having something strong enough that to hang on to persevere in the midst of these obstacles as an entrepreneur. Two is what? You know, targets. If you guys have no targets, you have no goals. With no targets, you have nothing to aim for. and we're running around aimlessly. You know, I love putting targets, daily targets, weekly targets, monthly targets, and I aim for them every single day, every single week, month after month. And then the third part of this question I ask is your how. And we're going to go over some practical steps here shortly. But the most important thing is the massive action. You know, the system's worked for me. It's worked for Scott. It's working for many of us that are using it. Really, everybody that's using this, I've been seeing produce results. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how powerful the arsenal is or the sword is. If you guys don't apply the action behind it or swing that baby, then you're simply not going to be able to succeed. Massive action, your reason how and how to do it is very, very important to your success. Your why. One of the oldest motivational speakers that I cover on every one of these calls is a gentleman by the name of Og Mandino. And one of his quotes that stuck with me was, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's simply not big enough. You know, when we talk about financial freedom, again, I mentioned it sounds really good, but for many of us, it's I don't want to call it a fairy tale, but it can be if we're not holding ourselves accountable, if we're not holding on to I don't want to say goals, but the reason why you're doing it. When I initially got into this industry was to get custody of my son at the time, who was in a horrible situation. So when my family, friends blocked me on social media, blocked me on the phone, stopped inviting me to cookouts and so on and so forth, I had to hang on to something that was strong enough for me to hang on to and give me the fuel, the sustenance that I needed so that I can continue to move forward. So if it's money, I'm sorry to say, folks, that's simply not going to be strong enough, because most of us don't have the experience and the network to achieve that financial freedom immediately. And if it's money, then guess what happens? We become discouraged and then we eventually quit. I want to encourage you guys to dig deep inside, dig in that closet, pull those skeletons out the closet, or deal with those situations, whether it's family, friends, a heart transplant, something that when you think about, it's going to remind you, it's going to get you emotional, and it's going to put the fuel and the fire behind you that you need to continue moving forward. Your what? And be very practical, but at the same time, set the bar high enough to where you're growing every single day. How much income do you need to generate to achieve your why? If your why is to put your kids through college, you need that actual number. What is it going to take? If it's, you know, becoming financially free so you can spend more time with your family, what's the amount that you need to make? Okay? If we don't have any targets, we have nothing to shoot for. You must have targets. If you guys are on this call right now, you don't have a 90-day game plan, and you don't have targets that you're shooting for, you need to reach out to your upline and put together a 90-day plan of action. So even those of us that have two jobs, that they have minimal time, but with the time that we have outside of our job, we can invest it so that we can manifest our desires and our reality. I see Evan's raising his hand. And the how. What you put into your MTI business is what you will get out of your MTI business. If your why is strong enough, nothing will be able to stop you from achieving your goals. You know, before we get into the life and the dead weight, which are basically people, places, and things that are going to be bringing you away from building your MTI business or achieving the goals that you desire. You know, so it is very, very important that you guys invest time and effort, especially your energy, into your business. You know, yesterday was a MMA fight. I missed it. You know, I love mixed martial arts. I love the UFC. And John Jones, who's arguably one of the best heavyweights of all time, he fought last night. But guess what, folks? I got caught up with team members. I got caught up walking them through the sign-up process. And I eventually, by the time I got off doing that, I crashed and I went to bed, okay? So again, we have to put the effort in. And I'm here to tell you guys that the journey ahead is not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And that's why when your why is strong enough, it doesn't matter how hard the obstacle is ahead of you. It's just going to make you that much stronger when you persevere and get through it. So your why definitely has to be strong enough. All right, now let's go through the fast start to being binary qualified. This is the part of the video where I encourage you guys to take notes. These slides, we also have them, or you could screenshot them. Reach out to your upline if you need them. But this is where I encourage you guys to take notes. Number one, take the time to learn everything about MTI. Knowledge is power. Become confident and passionate about your business and those you share it with. Folks, this is so huge right here. I get hit up on a regular basis with stuff that I feel that we should already know. I'm not picking on anybody, but what we know about our business is paramount with how we present our business. And at the same time, when you learn exactly what MTI is, you understand the power behind it. And like me, you can't sleep. I can't do anything else. It's consumed my life. It's consumed my family's life, my wife and my kids, because I know what we have. I know what this vehicle is doing for us, but most importantly, what it's doing for our friends, family members that aren't network marketers, that aren't building, that really don't have anything but $1 and a dream in hopes of achieving financial freedom one day. So it's important, folks. We have to know everything about the business. Everything about the business. We need to know it. So if we don't know how certain components are working, how the trading is taking place, this training system, every aspect of the business, then we need to plug into it. And that's definitely something that we need to do and teach our teams to do the same. Number two, commit to all opportunity calls and training. Folks, we have to find a way. And I understand that some of us have 2 jobs and don't have the time to do it. But if this current schedule that we have right now conflicts with the schedule that you have, it's up to you to reach out to your upline and work with us, or us work with you to schedule another time so that you can launch your MTI business and plug into what we have. This is what we have. This is the arsenal. These are the weapons that we have. And if we don't know how to use these weapons, or if we don't have these weapons, or even know that we have these weapons available, then there's no way that we're going to be able to go out there and use them effectively. And then there's no way that we're going to be able to teach our team to do that if we're not doing it ourselves. Number 3, I mentioned it before. This is huge, and this is paramount for your success. Cut off dead weight. Any person, place, thing, event, TV show, softball league, whatever it may be. I've coached softball for 5-6 years in a row. This year, I had to take the step back, focus on assistant coaching and helping where I can, but still being there for my kids, and to focus more time into MTI and helping others become financially free. Replace it with life. Okay, so those of us that have been working Monday through Friday, and then Saturday comes along and you're so drained and you want to go out to the bars and clubs, folks, not knocking you for doing that, just may want to question your priorities. That's not going to achieve financial freedom. If we're watching, like myself, UFC fights, or I was a huge NBA, NFL, and Major League Baseball fan, folks, I've cut that out of my life. It's been over 5 years. And I'm telling you, I had to cut that out of my life to achieve financial freedom. After I did that, and I replaced all this dead weight with life-giving activities, with people that were going to push me forward, with people that were going to hold me accountable on my entrepreneurial journey, and people that were going to support me, pick me up even when I fall. The moment I did that is when the transformation took place in my personal life and in my business, okay? At the end of the day, we have the same 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week as Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Oprah Winfrey, any one of these moguls that we look up to. The separation comes with what we do with those 24 hours, 7 days a week. Replace dead weight with life. And number 4, I mentioned this earlier, put together a 90-day plan of action involving nothing but income-producing activities. What are those? Those are any activities that will help you grow as an entrepreneur or help your MTI business grow. And again, reach out to your upline. Get them on a call, work with them to put a 90-day plan of action. If you guys work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and you limited with time, whatever the time you have to invest in your business, that's the time that we're going to work with. That's the time that you're going to work with so that you can put together practical steps to where you're not, just sitting at home flicking through the channels. You're putting time and investing time and energy into creating the life that you desire. Sip of water. Fast start for the binary qualified. Many of us that are on this call have shares in the MTI Leadership Bonus Pool. Congratulations to you guys. Now, this part of the training is to go over what do we do next? What's next after someone joins my MTI business? Number one, all these are huge. All these are everything that Scott and I do. And as a result, our business is growing and duplicating like no other. Number one, write these down too if this is your first time. Folks, walk them through the entire sign up and funding process. Over 95% of all support tickets are a result of people not knowing how to fund their account, not knowing how to get their hash or TXID, or having some type of issue or lack of understanding with the sign-up process. You have to walk them through it. You have to walk them through it, and I'm going to say it one more time. We have to walk them through it. Get them registered, get them funding their account, their wallet with Bitcoin, and then walk them through, show them where to get the hash, and then make sure that they understand it. Number two, screen every single person that comes into your MTI business. You're going to be able to separate the doers from the viewers, the lions from those who just want to sit and invest without implementing anything else. They don't want their business to grow. They don't want to share it. They want to sit on the sidelines, and they just want to watch their Bitcoin compound and grow as a result of this amazing system. You want to be able to screen them, offer them the opportunity. I do this with even my investors. I offer them an opportunity. You may not be interested in building, but I'm asking you, let me launch your business just one time. One time, let me help you launch your business. And then if you don't like the results, don't launch it ever again. If you do, then we could do it again, or you choose not to. But at the end of the day, again, what we do with our 24 hours, 7 days a week is going to determine whether we're growing closer to achieving our goals or moving further away. I want to work with people that are serious. I want to work with people that can reciprocate the energy and the coaching that I'm putting out there. And it's important for me to get on the call with each and every one of them and find out, what's your why? Asking them the same questions as we're training you guys to do. And then I'll find out what category do they fall in. Will determine how I approach them and how I support them moving forward. And then number three, folks, is after I do that and I find out who the lions are, who the doers are over the viewers, folks, I just plug them into what we just went over. Get them on a call, either this training call or do an individual call going through these exact slides and showing them the mindset, your why, your targets and goals, and then putting together a 90-day plan of action and simply implementing it after that. It's a plug and play. Plug and play. And all you guys have to do is follow the same things, plug your team in until you guys are comfortable enough to take in the lead yourself. Eventually, guys, you guys are going to be doing these trainings. You guys are going to be in the same situation that Scott and I are, and that's what it's all about. We become financially free by helping others achieve their financial goals. Second, set the right example and flow of energy. This is so important. We tend to get discouraged when we see our team members promoting something else or doing something else, and our numbers start to stagnate and drop. Folks, if you want your team members to be excited, to be happy, motivated, building daily on all the calls, sponsoring members, and continue to build this business, if we're not doing it, we have to set the example. We have to be on all the calls. We have to be promoting every single day. We have to be building. We have to set the right flow of energy. The energy that we put out will be reciprocated. And if we want our team to do what we're doing, then you better believe that we need to set the right example in doing so. Third, consistency is key. This should be highlighted, circled, stars around it, smiley faces. The two biggest reasons why people fail in business and in network marketing is because they quit or they aren't consistent. I've seen people launch MTI since I've been involved, September 16 of 2019. They went saying, I'm going to do this and make millions of dollars here at MTI. They left after the first month, joined something else, and guess what, folks? They said the same thing. I'm going to make $1 million over here, and after that month dies down and they went through their warm market, guess what? They're promoting the next opportunity, screaming and chanting the same thing, same goals, losing credibility, taking a dent every single time, losing relationships as a result of them chasing these shiny balls. We have to remain consistent. We have to. I have many streams of income. Many streams of income. I have made millions of dollars in this industry and in business, and I've helped others do the same. But I never conflict. I never cannibalize businesses, and I never chase two rabbits at once. I solidify something, I commit to it, I hit those goals, and you better believe I'm not going to do anything within that space that could potentially eat it, take away from it, discourage, or anything. So when I see people do that, to me, I'm reminded of my earlier years in this industry, and that's why I'm encouraging you guys. Stick with it. We have the best vehicle. I'm not just saying this day in, day out. It's proof. Proof is in the pudding, as Cosby said. Proof is in the testimonials. Proof is in the system. So we have to stay on course. Once we start sharing it and we have a team, we are obligated to continue to be there to support that team member as long as they're in the business. So ladies and gentlemen, consistency will make or break your business. Stay consistent. Your breakthrough is right around the corner. Right around the corner. And that's it for the slides, folks. For those of you guys that don't know, we are a coalition, which is a group of lions, or pride, which is a group of lioness. And that's the excellent representation on our approach here with this particular training. We don't ask for anything. The lions don't ask when they go out there and they snatch up a gazelle and they eat it. They take what they want when they want it, and they run with those of similar mind, of like energy. And I encourage you guys to stick on the course, stay on course, stay plugged in, be the example to your team, be the breakthrough that your family, that your community needs. And this is just the beginning of this journey. Run with us for 12 months and your life will never be the same. So as we finish these slides, I'm going to show you guys the invite training that we go over. Scott, if you can go ahead and pull up the slides of I think it was 4 or 5 of our leaders that launched this past Thursday. And I'm going to encourage you guys and invite anybody that hasn't launched their business yet to launch it this upcoming Thursday so that we can help you guys become binary qualified on your launch call. So one moment that Scott put, there it is. Folks, as you guys see on here, these are 5 amazing leaders that launched their business last Thursday. I believe all of which who are binary qualified, meaning they have activated a residual bonus that they, I'm sure they're loving it, and they're working towards a leadership bonus as well. So this is the part of the call where we go over the invite. Folks, we have the boot camp, which shows you the practical steps on how to approach your business and what to plug your team into afterwards. This is my, I guess this is the 1-2 hitter quitter right here. The launch calls are the second part. And these launch calls, as we'll go over, are designed for you guys to leverage the leadership. For those that are just coming on board and don't understand exactly what we have, you're in the process of learning. Well, with these launch calls, it allows you the opportunity to earn while you're learning and growing your business as you learn your business. So if you guys need these flyers done, if you guys want to launch your business, if you're international, we do it at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. If you're here in the United States, these calls are at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to launch your business, please reach out to your upline. Let's get you a flyer. And then we're going to go over right now exactly what to do leading up to your launch call. So there's steps to everything, to what we're doing. Okay, all you guys have to do is refer back to this launch call, pull up the old videos, and learn this, master this. Okay, we master this, then we'll be able to plug our team. I can blow it up on my end too, Scott. Cool. You can just leave it like that. You guys can blow it up too if you guys want to look at it. But folks, the secret sauce behind this is mastering the invite. Notice how it doesn't say mastering becoming binary qualified, or mastering the recruiting, or mastering the selling, okay? No, it's just simply mastering the invite. You know, as you guys are going to see in this training as well, we don't need to bombard anybody. We don't need to force feed our opportunity to anybody. And we all have strong testimonials and proof that this business is working, that this model is working for us. And we don't need to force it on anybody. So for us, it's changing the psychology behind how we approach our prospects or people that we share this with. And I think the focus should be on not whether or not they're going to join your business, but mastering the invitation. Just get them to the launch call. And at that point, there's going to be a good chance that they convert, that they become members, and they deposit their Bitcoin into this platform. But even if they don't, it doesn't make or break you. You are doing exactly what this is designed to do. And we play the numbers. I wouldn't care if you're Shrek, Quasimodo, or Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump in the earlier half of the movie. If you share this with enough people, if you master the invite, you get enough people to these calls, you will convert. Some of them will say no, but some of them will say yeah. And you just keep doing that, teaching your team to do the same and duplicating your effort. These launch calls are a short conference call or webinar. We use the Zoom platform that you use to invite your prospects. We pique their interest, sort through the information, and it's just a method to get the basics to the people, pique their interest, and spark their interest as well. Okay? The goal of this, again, is to get your prospect to commit to attending your MTI business opportunity launch. Not to get them to sign up, not to get them to register, anything like that. Just get them to commit to your launch call. Start with the memory jogger. Go to Google Images, pull up memory jogger. It'll pull up a form on there to say mother, father, sister, brother, cousins, mailman. It'll have a list of people, a list of titles. Go through those titles, refresh your memory, and write those names down. These are the people that you're going to want to reach out to. And I know many of us don't want to reach out to certain people that we might have, sold products to, or, we want to prejudge them. We want to put them in that category. Oh, they're going to say no, they're not going to support us. I encourage you guys not to do that. You can never say the right thing at the right time. You can never say the wrong thing to the right person at the right time. Meaning maybe because you were selling lotions and potions before they didn't need it or want it, but maybe because you're actually achieving results as well as 100% of the members here at MTI. Maybe that approach might be different. But at the end of the day, the worst thing that they can do is say no. Period. I mean, they may block you or whatever, but hey, that just makes it that much more easier for me to focus on the people that want me in their life. But write all the names down. I tell people when they first come in the business, I say, write 200 names down. And they're like, what? Yeah, write 200 names down, and then we're going to put together a script, or we're going to go over how we're going to approach them and invite them to your call. The more, the merrier. And don't be afraid. Get out of your comfort zone, okay? That's where it is, out of your comfort zone. Go the extra mile, and you're going to realize there's absolutely no traffic there. Everybody is jam-packed. Everybody's jammed in traffic because they're doing the least amount, but expecting the results of those that go the extra mile. So write as many names. Don't be afraid. Get through it. You're going to become better as a result of that, perseverance. Here are some tips. You guys can, copy verbatim. I actually recommend just, being personal with any individual that you share it with. But here we go. Be excited, confident, and show enthusiasm. You have something valuable to share. Folks, you guys hear me on all the opportunity calls, on all the training calls. I am super pumped. I know what we have here, okay? I know what's taking place here, and I know that I have a vehicle that anybody with confidence and patience in this system can achieve financial freedom. It's Christmas every day in my house. You guys look on my social media page. My kids are promoting MTI. When I launch a business, when I'm committed to something, my wife's committed, my children are committed. My family can tell you the premise, the foundation of MTI. Even my 3-year-old, well, she'll be 3 in March. My daughter can tell you MTI and its association with Bitcoin. Okay, and I say that because I know what we have and what's not to be excited. We have the #1 vehicle in the industry to grow and compound our Bitcoin without any magic qualifications to come along with it. Be in a hurry. Don't take your time. Be in a hurry. If you guys are writing the names down and following what Scott and I are teaching, and you put 100 or 200 names down, you don't have the time to be sitting there trying to explain everything. Be quick. Hey, I only have a minute, John, but there's something that you need to see. Okay, hey, Susan, man, I just stumbled across something amazing. You have to see it. Oh, well, what is it? I don't have time right now. What are you doing Thursday? You know what I'm saying? Be in a hurry. Next thing, pay them a sincere compliment. You know, I recommend, even if you guys copy these, be personal. You know, if it's somebody that you know and his pit bull had puppies and you're reaching out to him for the first time in 4 months, I mean, it might make sense to maybe compliment the puppies. How were the dogs doing? You know, break the ice. So whatever it is, you know, pay a compliment. Talk about what's going on in their life. Sometimes you might even need to go on and troll their Facebook page. Oh, man, your wife had a baby. Congratulations. This is what I'm doing to help, you know, pay for my 2-year-old daughter's college tuition. You know, and I'm starting now. Oh, really? What is it? What are you doing this Thursday? I got to be brief, okay? Pay them compliment. I thought of you because I respect your opinion. You're a smart business person, whatever it is. The next one, less is best. You know, we don't want to be vomiting on our prospects. We don't make them drink information from a hose. Keep their curiosity up. You know, sometimes we could outsell somebody. Oh shit, what? Oops, excuse my language. They say, oh my goodness, Scott, what? Oh, I'm so excited. Let's go, I'll sign up. And then Scott says, yeah, and then I'm doing this and man, never mind. Hey, man, never mind. Click. Pique their interest, get them excited, and just shut up. Sometimes we need to, and this is me. I love to talk. And when I have, you know, the number one opportunity in the industry, I can overdo it. Even I can overdo it. I have to shut up sometimes, you know, keep the interest peaked and keep doing the system, running the same play, get them on the call. Don't share any information until they say they're open to hearing about it. So if you reach out, hey, John, congratulations. I see you have pit bulls. Hey, check this out. This is how you can grow your Bitcoin. You don't want to do that. You know, people join people in this industry that they know and that they trust. And what prospects can smell per se is the blood, like a shark. So if you go there and you look thirsty and you look desperate and you're looking for that 10% bonus, you're doing it wrong. They're gonna smell the blood. They're gonna eat you up. What are you talking about? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Pique the interest. If they want the information, give them the information. If not, do what Scott and I do. Post for the Heisman. Stiff arming them. It's not for them. Not at that moment. Okay. Don't be afraid of taking it away. They'll ask eventually. Here are some sample invites and conversation starters. Again, these are just examples. Use them as they apply to you. Be personal with these people as often as you can. First one, are you open to hearing about another source of income? That could work for some people. Most people would be open to it, but even that could be they'll be skeptical. But again, these are just conversation starting examples. The second one, are you open to hearing about how I've been able to earn a passive income in my part-time? This is something that everybody can vouch for and everybody has experienced. I wouldn't care if you've been with MTI for 1 day. You have a testimonial. You know, even what's today? Sunday, this past Friday, all week there were daily profits. So if you were in and Friday, your account was traded, you have a testimonial that is unique to you that nobody can take out, nobody can share. Okay? So that is an opportunity for you to share your personal results. And again, these are just for examples. Next one, have you heard of Bitcoin? Next one, I think I found a way where we can make some money together. Are you interested? How quickly can we meet? And then lastly, I just saw something amazing. You have to see this right away. I'm dying to see your reaction. So again, use them as they apply. Be personal, folks. You're going to have better results when you personalize your message to the individual prospect that you're reaching out to. This elevator pitch, I believe this is very, very strong. Here's an example. It says there's a new company pioneering a new technology in Bitcoin, crypto industry, people in the area that want to make money and take advantage of their growth. Are you open? And what's your schedule like this week? Again, another elevator pitch, another example. The takeaway, take it away from them. If they're resistant, they're hesitant, okay, no worries, bro. I got to go. God bless you, your pit bulls. Let's catch up next time. Now, the next part of this document, this training, is what to do if you're asked what you're going to be asked, which is, what is this? And let's go over some things that you're going to say, or you can say. It's a new investment program that has allowed me and my team to earn a passive income with no prior experience and in our part-time. Okay? Second one, I'm going to share with you some of my testimonials. We have tons of testimonials. Okay? If you go to YouTube, type in the MTI testimonials, they'll pop up, and there'll be a whole gang of them. We have them in French, we have them in Spanish, we have them in English. We have them in many different languages because we have people from all walks of life. The next one, I can show you better than I can tell you. Are you free this Thursday? I will explain everything then. And I use that quite often. What is this? What is this, man? I can make it sound better than your wildest dreams, but it'll be better if you see it for yourself. I can show you better than I can tell you. And then lastly, I don't have enough time today to go into detail about it. Are you free this Thursday? I will explain everything then. Okay, 100% of the members here at MTI have grown their Bitcoin as a result of this platform. So another thing that you can say is, hey man, I'm part of a program that has allowed me to grow my Bitcoin without sponsoring, without recruiting, and where 100% of the members have been winning and growing their Bitcoin as well. What you got going on this Thursday? Okay, so not only do you have that every member has been growing their Bitcoin as a result of MTI, but folks, all of you on this call right now have your testimonial. You all have that. You all can invite people over. You all can show them your back office. You can go through your numbers. You can go through your earnings. You can go through your withdrawals. Show them. Don't be afraid to show them. Those real results is exactly what it takes to build this business. People love people. People love building and joining people that they know, love, and trust. Okay, so you guys have a network. You guys have enough of a testimonial and enough of this system to go out there and build a successful MTI business. Now, lastly, this is what to do leading up to your MTI call, and as well as what to do afterwards. So you get Monday or Sunday, you start reaching out with people today. They start saying, hey, I'm going to attend Thursday. Well, folks, over 50 or roughly around 50% of the people that say they're going to attend your launch call won't. They're going to forget. And what we're going to go over right now just increases the odds for you guys to have them attend your launch call. The first thing is contact them the morning of the launch call. Reach out to them. Hey, John, Susan, just a reminder, we got this launch call going on this evening. I'm excited to share this information with you. Hey, awesome, I'll be there. Number two, follow up with them. Even though that you made that call in the morning and they said that they were going to be on, they will forget, folks. And it's important that we reach out to them an hour, 30 minutes before. Hey, John, hey, Susan, man, I am so freaking pumped right now. 30 minutes and counting until the launch call. I'll circle back with you right after. Okay, great. And then lastly, this is you drop this right here. It's like dropping a fumble on the 1 yard line and somebody picking it up and either you losing the ball or them running it back for a touchdown. You have to follow up with them. If they view the information, their interest is piqued, and at that moment when you reach out to them, it's either going to be yes or no. Hey, John, hey, Susan, I'm so freaking pumped. I'm glad you were able to attend the call. Thank you so much. What did you like best about the call? And then you're going to determine right away with that response, their interest in the business, their doubt in the business, and then all you do right there, you answer the questions, or I encourage you guys that are new to this business, get on a three-way call with your upline. Those that are knowledgeable about MTI, those that can answer the questions that you can't answer, that you're not knowledgeable about right now. Not only are your upline and your leader going to be able to close that prospect, but this is a perfect educational tool for you guys to learn what to say, the questions that most prospects answer, because eventually it's going to be you that's going to be doing the three-way calls for your team. So folks, that's it for me. I'm just really pumped, really excited, honored, grateful, and thankful to be part of MTI. I want to give a shout out to Rich Simmons. He's another huge leader in MTI, somebody that's been pivotal on the success of the company's success and the growth, and just an amazing leader that I reach out to quite often with questions that I have, and he doesn't hesitate to answer. That's what it's all about here. If you're an MTI, we're a family. It doesn't matter who your upline is. Doesn't matter who your downline is. As we do this together, you know, we all have a common interest, and if we work collectively, then it's going to be a lot easier for us to get to the finish line. So again, I thank all the leaders for joining. I thank Rich, and most definitely thank my brother from another, Scott Smith, for holding us down. So Scott, thank you so much, brother. That's it for me for now. Back to you.
All right, man. Listen, these are powerful tools that you guys need to implement. Let me just stop my screen share here. Just to kind of quick recap on everything that we went over today. I know it could be overwhelming for a lot of you guys that are new. And that's okay. That's completely normal to feel overwhelmed. I'm sure you guys are a little anxious, nervous. Those are all normal feelings. Those are excitement feelings. Those aren't bad feelings. Those are excitement feelings, and utilize that energy while you're talking to people. There's a couple of things that I love about this master the invite, and that is we got to keep it simple. Like Joel said, you can't verbally vomit on people. You got to pique the interest and almost take it away from them right away. I'm going to give you an example of what happened with me this weekend. I was at my son's hockey game, and a good friend of mine, very, very respectable CPA gentleman. He's a financial advisor. He's been following me for quite a while now with my Bitcoin journey. And so he invited me over to his house to have a beer, and we sat down, we were talking, and he started the conversation by saying, "Boy, Bitcoin's really growing, huh, Scott?" And I'm like, "I am so glad you asked." He goes, I'm ready. I'm ready to put some money in. What do I need to do? I said, "You're going to call me tomorrow," which was today. I've already walked him through. We're going to set up an account. We're going to get you funded, and we're going to get you rocking and rolling. Boom. Just like that. So when you guys start talking to people and you feel like you're not getting responses back, that's completely normal. What those individuals are doing are actually watching you. They're going to see if you're just going to throw in the towel, if you're going to reach back out to them, or if you're just going to just not even follow up with them. But they're watching us. Everybody's watching us right now in the Bitcoin community. Everyone is. So go out there, be confident that we have something powerful on our hands, and don't waste your time on those people that are negative. You know what? And don't waste your time on people that have 1,000 questions. Actually, take the opportunity right away from them. I love doing that. That's actually one of my favorite things to do, is take it away. Why? Because they'll reach back out to me and be like, no, Scott, no, Scott, I'm ready now. So you almost got to take it away from them. And know your why, you guys. That's the biggest one for me. My why is huge. Huge. I get emotional when I talk about my why. My family, my dad, my mom, my son, my wife. I want to leave something for them for generations. Generations. It's not about the money. Money is materialistic. It's taking care of them when we go so they can feel comfortable. So it has to be bigger than money. Something has to motivate you. Write it down. My why changes every single day, because reality is my life is changing. So every single day I'm always tweaking my why, and it's emotional. I could cry right now because it's so badass. So dig deep. Dig deep. You guys got this. Let's do this. We have something powerful here. Everybody needs to be a part of this movement. Everybody does. Anybody have any questions before we get going? Man, I'm fired up. I'm pumped up. I hope you guys are pumped up. Get pumped up. Get pumped up. Let's go.
Good stuff, Todd. Good stuff, buddy.
Let's go. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the recording now.